The Honourable, the Acting Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala, Mr. Justice Sarasa Venkatanarayana Bhatti. Honourable Mr. Justice Shaji P. Chali. Honourable Justice S. Manikumar, former Chief Justice of the High Court of Kerala. Honourable former Judges of this Honourable Court. The President of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association. The Chairman Bar Council, Kerala. The President, Kerala High Court Senior Advocates Association. The President, Federation of Women Lawyers, Kerala High Court Unit. Law Officers of the State. Deputy Solicitor General, Senior Central Standing Council Taxes, and other law officers of the Central Government. Senior Advocates. Esteemed fellow members of the Bar. Registrar General, Registrars and staff of the High Court. Family members of and friends of Justice Shaji P. Chali. Staff of the Advocate General's Office. Advocates, clerks, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I stand before this august gathering with varied emotions of gloom and glee. Gloominess on account of an erudite judge of this Honourable Court, Justice Shaji P. Chali, demitting office on attaining superannuation. Happiness because a close camaraderie of mine, which has been kept on suspended animation since your Lordship's elevation to the bench, will now be recouped for certain. Your Lordship Justice Shaji P. Chali belongs to an ancient Syrian Christian Chalil family of Mulandurthi. Unique as your Lordship is in many other ways, your Lordship was born and brought up in Ernakulam district, was educated from primary school level to professional college level in Ernakulam, and practiced professional life until this day in Ernakulam district. Born at Mulandurthi on 29/5/1961, your Lordship had school education in Sri Ramavarma School, Ernakulam, had college education at Maharaja's College, Ernakulam, and graduated in law from Government Law College, Ernakulam. A sports enthusiast from a very early age, your Lordship was an excellent hockey player. Your Lordship had played hockey representing the Kerala state and also got the unique opportunity to play in the hockey teams of both Kerala and Mahatma Gandhi University. Your Lordship certainly carried the ethical spirit of sports of competing qualitatively regardless of the outcome onto the future life. Your Lordship, on enrollment as an advocate on 26/1/1986, started practice as a junior associate of late M.V. Joseph. After about 1.5 years, your Lordship joined as the junior associate of late Sri K. L. Narasimhan. In 1993, your Lordship established independent office under the name and style Mrs. S. P. Chali Associates. The success in the practice of law is measured exactly by the amount of hard work that is put into it. Consistency in such hard work is also an equally important factor to accomplish success. Being a first-generation lawyer makes the path to success more arduous. Your Lordship was consistently industrious in lawyering from the very first day into the profession, and such industry paid. Your Lordship soon began commanding substantial work in the various courts at Ernakulam and in this Honourable Court. Your Lordship became a much sought-after lawyer in the original and appellate jurisdictions of this Honourable Court, as well as on the trial side, handling matters in diverse fields. As a lawyer, punctuality was your Lordship's forte, and your Lordships religiously came to the office every day at 8 a.m. Your Lordship was ever ready to take up multifarious cases before various courts and made it a point to reach every other court in which your Lordship's cases were listed on time. Your Lordship's clientele, apart from private individuals, also included various corporate institutions and statutory bodies. I was very much personally a witness to your Lordship scaling the heights in the profession through sheer hard work. That about 70 cases argued by your Lordship and in which judgments were entered by this Honourable Court, laying down about 150 hitherto undecided questions of law, were reported by law journals as judicial precedents, speak volumes for your Lordship's academic excellence as a lawyer. While being a lawyer, your Lordship was very much socially active. From the beginning of your Lordship's professional career itself, your Lordship was closely associated with the activities of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association and the Ernakulam District Court Bar Association. Your Lordship always made it a point to attend each and every social functions and bereavements in relation to lawyers. Your Lordship had the ability to identify every other lawyer in the High Court bar and at the Ernakulam District Court bar by name. I have always felt that your Lordship had more than 24 hours a day to do all this socializing without compromising a bit on professional responsibilities. Your Lordship's popularity among the lawyers saw your Lordship being elected as the President of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association during the year 2014. Your Lordship was one of the tallest presidents of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, both in physique and in stature. As the President of the Advocates Association, your Lordship had provided much needed impetus for the continuing legal education program for the lawyers. Your Lordship's effort to enrich the association library with valuable editions like the full set of the All England Law Reports from the year 1936, as well as other journal books, was well appreciated by the bar. Your Lordship was elevated as an additional judge of this Honourable Court on 10/4/2015 and was appointed as a permanent judge with effect from 5/4/2017. As a judge, your Lordship exhibited the highest standard of rectitude, integrity, and self-discipline. Your Lordship was a strict adherence to the court decorum. Your Lordship, though never permitted the counsel to deviate from crux of the issue while making submissions, however, did not cut short their arguments. Your Lordship listened to the arguments of counsel on either sides, acknowledging with a lyrical yes, after hearing each and every point argued by a counsel, that your Lordship had assimilated the submissions. Your Lordship always made it sure to render judgments in a day or two after reserving the same. Numerous judgments laying down nearly 1,600 newly decided principles of law rendered by your Lordship or the benches in which your Lordship was part of were reported by law journals as judicial precedents, stand as towering testimony to the judicial input of your Lordship. Your Lordship has also the unique distinction of sharing the division bench with the former Honourable, the Chief Justice of this Honourable Court, Justice S. Manikumar, continuously for more than 3 years. As a judge of your Lordship was also the chairman of the committee to attend the grievances and welfare measures of former judges, the chairman of special committee to deal with service matters relating to and disciplinary action against gazetted officers in the Kerala Judicial Ministerial Service, and the chairman of the Juvenile Justice Committee of Kerala High Court. Your Lordship was also a member of the POCSO Committee and Computerization Committee of this Honourable Court. Your Lordship also was vested with the administrative charge of courts at Palakkad. The writ petition civil number 33095 of 2022 in relation to the nomadic children begging or selling knickknacks at busy junctions and tourist spots was caused to be initiated suo motu at the instance of your Lordship is a shining example for your Lordship's unswerving commitment to cause of social justice. As a member of the Computerization Committee, your Lordship played a pivotal role in the digitalization process of this Honourable Court and the development of e-court initiatives in the judiciary of the state. All of us were witnesses to your Lordship's administrative skills and leadership qualities when your Lordship, along with the other Honourable judges and under the guidance of the then Honourable Chief Justice of this Honourable Court, led from the front in restructuring our state's justice dispensation system through the virtual mode during the recent COVID waves. Your Lordship is married to Ms. Minnie S. Chali and have been blessed with 2 daughters, Ms. Namita Susan, who is teaching in an international school at Bengaluru, and Ms. Nia, who is doing LLB at Christ College, Bangalore. On behalf of the entire legal fraternity of the state of Kerala, I wish my Lord more and more years of happy and fruitful life ahead. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Honourable Mr. Justice S.V. Patti, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Kerala. Honourable Mr. Justice Shaji P. Chali, Honourable Judges of High Court of Kerala. Honourable Mr. Justice S. Manikumar, former Chief Justice, High Court of Kerala. Honourable Mr. Justice M. Ramachandran, Honourable Mr. Justice T.S. Gopinathan, Honourable Mr. Justice A.K. Bashir, Honourable Mr. Justice S. Siri Jagan, Honourable Mr. Justice P. N. Ravindran, Honourable Mr. Justice V. K. Mohanan, former judges of this Honourable Court, the Advocate General Sri K. Gopalakrishna Kurup, Additional Advocate General Sri K. P. Jayachandran and Sri Ashokam Cherian, Deputy Solicitor General of India for High Court of Kerala, Sri S. Manu, Director General of Prosecution, Sri T. A. Shaji, Additional Director General of Prosecution, Sri Gracious Kuriakos, State Attorney, Sri N. Manoj Kumar, Senior Advocates Association President, Sri N. N. Sugunabalan, Chairman of the Bar Council of Kerala, Sri K. N. Anil Kumar, Secretary of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, Sri T. Naveen, Srimati P. K. Shantamma, President of the Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, respected senior lawyers, esteemed brothers and sisters of the Bar, Registrar General and Registrars of the Kerala High Court, law officers of the state and central government, family members of Justice Shaji P. Chali, staff of this court, advocate clerks, and my dear friends. Today, we have gathered here to celebrate the distinguished judicial career of Justice Shaji P. Chali, who concludes his remarkable tenure on 29/5/2023 after 8 years of dedicated service. His Lordship enrolled as an advocate on 26/1/1986 and embarked upon an illustrious career representing a diverse array of clients that includes private institutions, corporate entities, and statutory organizations. He primarily practiced in both the original and appellate jurisdictions before this Honourable Court as well as the subordinate courts at Ernakulam. His Lordship was elevated as an additional judge of this Honourable Court on 10/4/2015 and subsequently sworn in as a permanent judge on 5/4/2015. Sri Shaji P. Chali, the esteemed lawyer, held a special place in the hearts of his fellow members in the bar. He took a creative role in the activities of Kerala High Court Advocates Association, showcasing his dedication throughout his illustrious career. The Kerala High Court Advocates Association Golden Jubilee Chamber Complex, which stands as a monument of achievement of the members of the bar, had imprints of the skillful efforts taken by Sri Shaji P. Chali. As a testament of recognition and affection held by the members of the bar, His Lordship was elected as the President of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association in the year 2014. His Lordship's popularity reached its peak during his tenure as President of the Association, as he provided meticulous care and attention to each and every member of the bar. His tenure as Association President witnessed a cluster of activities which stood out from the rest of the years. The academic activities of the association reached its zenith during his tenure. Young members of the bar were privileged to attend lectures delivered by distinguished veterans of the legal profession, which significantly contributed to their professional growth and advancement. The establishment of a library aimed at fostering a culture of general reading was a notable reform that exemplified the impact of his leadership. His Lordship's distinguished career as a judge is truly impressive. The discipline he maintained as a judge was remarkable. Over 700 reported decisions stand as towering testimony to the exceptional skills that he possessed as a judge. Judgments were rendered with promptness and precision. The in-depth knowledge in the procedural laws and the municipal laws added authority and substance to his Lordship's judgment. He never hesitated to employ the full force of law when the administrative system attempted to thwart justice. The judgments that his Lordship rendered in the field of local government laws, Petroleum Act, and the land laws remain as a seminal precedent shaping legal landscape. As member of various committees, including the Juvenile Justice Committee and Computerization Committee within the High Court of Kerala, His Lordship laid the foundation for its effective transformation and functioning. As chairman of the Welfare Committee for former judges, His Lordship fostered a strong, warm, and nurturing relationship with the former judges of this court, diligently attending to their needs and ensuring their well-being. The skilled sportsperson in His Lordship that represented the state hockey team and led the Mahatma Gandhi University team exemplified dedication, leadership, and a passion in his profession. The true sportsmanship that he maintained in his character always helped him in keeping a healthy relationships across the bench and the bar. He remained unaffected by the allure of prestigious designations and positions. His Lordship, who was born in Molanthirthi, a village on the outskirts of Ernakulam, consistently maintained frankness, warmth, and a sense of fairness in his relationships. In both his professional and personal life, his qualities truly set him apart as an exceptional individual. Transitioning from a judicial career into retirement is merely a procedural formality for his lordships. He is sure to return to the charming world of advocacy, where his expertise and insights will continue to shape legal disclosure. The family members of Shaji P. Chali, his wife Mini Anna Chali, and daughters Namita Susan Chali, a teacher at an international school in Bengaluru, and Nia Susan Chali, currently pursuing her law degree at Christ College, Bangalore, are present on this auspicious occasion. They have been a source of support throughout his career, providing understanding and encouragement for his professional endeavors. Your Lordship, both as a lawyer and a judge of this honorable court, had a strong emotional bondage with the Kerala High Court Advocates Association. We recognize that we, the members of the bar, were so close to your heart that you never missed an opportunity to participate in the events organized by the Kerala High Court Advocates Association. In return, your Lordship enjoyed envious affection at the heart of the members of the bar. On behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to your Lordship for the invaluable contributions you have consistently demonstrated throughout your tenure. I take this occasion to express our profound love, admiration, and utmost respect for Honourable Mr. Justice Shaji P. Chali. We, the members of the bar, bid your Lordship a warm and affectionate farewell, accompanied by our heartfelt wishes for a continued good health as you persist in rendering invaluable service to the public and to our nation. Thank you.
Honourable, Honourable Justice Shaji P. Chali, esteemed brother and sister judges, Mr. Justice Mani Kumar, our former Chief Justice, former judges of this court, distinguished constitutional functionaries, Director and Additional Director Generals of Prosecution, respected Standing Counsel, Government of India, Chairman, Bar Council of Kerala, President in charge of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, President of the Senior Advocates Association, President of the Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, dear senior and junior advocates, all the officers of the Registry of the High Court of Kerala, Srimati Mini Chali, wife of brother Shaji P. Chali, and his family members, staff of the High Court, members of the Advocates Clerks Association, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste. We are here to bid an affectionate farewell to Brother Justice Shaji P. Chali, who is demitting the office of Judge, High Court of Kerala, on superannuation after an illustrious service of 8 years in this court. Brother Shali hails from Mulamthurthi in Ernakulam district, graduated in political science from the Maharaja's College, Ernakulam. He did law at the Government Law College, Ernakulam. Brother Shali has been an avid sports enthusiast during his college days, has represented the hockey team of the state of Kerala and the first captain of the Mahatma Gandhi University hockey team. He is passionate about cricket and football. The sportsman spirit he imbibed in his college days kept him at the forefront as captain of the association and in life. On 26/1/1986, he was enrolled as an advocate and started his practice in the chamber of late M.V. Joseph for over 1.5 years. Thereafter, he joined the office of the late K.L. Narasimhan, practicing in the High Court of Kerala and the subordinate courts at Ernakulam. By and large, the advocates are judgmental and have contrarian or independent views on variety of topics. So, it is difficult to convince the fraternity on issues of importance, particularly in electing an executive committee of the Advocates Association. Brother Shali's depthness and leadership qualities are exhibited with his election as the president of Kerala High Court Advocates Association. I am of the view that, like yesteryear's leaders in public life, Brother Shali was a politician and also a perfect professional. On 10th April 2015, in recognition of his skill, ability, and merit, he was appointed as an additional judge, and on 5th April 2017 became a permanent judge of this court. Brother Shali has consciously discharged his duty and function as a judge. His disposal of cases in different branches of law speak in volumes about his contribution as a judge of this court. A popular lawyer, in my reading of him, he is not guided by popularism in adjudication, but strictly by the rule of law. He is a perfect blend of both conservative and cosmopolitan outlooks in profession, life, and avocation. The great philosopher Socrates is famed for defining the four personal qualities of a judge: to hear courteously, to answer wisely, to consider soberly, and to decide impartially. Indeed, Brother Shali practiced these qualities in letter and spirit. Brother Shali's day in the High Court starts at 8:30 a.m. and the working day ends not before 6:30 p.m. It is axiomatic that justice delayed is justice denied. Justice Shali is punctilious in pronouncing the judgments on time. On the administrative side, Brother Shali has served as the chairman or member of several committees in the High Court. To note a few, the Juvenile Justice Committee, the Committee to attend to the grievances and welfare measures of former judges and family members, Committee in charge of computerization, Committee for recruitment of municipal magistrate, etc. The list is fairly long. As the chairman of the Juvenile Justice Committee, the relentless efforts undertaken by Brother Shali for the betterment of children in the children's homes in the state for the last 5 years are commendable. I can recollect a handful of instances when Brother Shali, amid serious debates, succeeded in steering the discussions ashore by his inherent nature of calmness, seasoned approach, and unassuming, mischievous smile. Sensible suggestions were his forte. The interests of the institution and the fraternity were of utmost importance to him. Brother Shali encouraged and involved in the activities which facilitate the permeation of the spirit of the law to the deprived and unfortunate victims of circumstances. The chairman and the members of the Juvenile Justice Committee are conducting periodical inspections of juvenile justice homes across the state and are making recommendations to improve the living conditions of the inmates. The committee works hand in hand with all the stakeholders in addressing the issues concerning the welfare and well-being of children in need of care and protection, as well as children in conflict with law. His active involvement in the South Zone Regional Colloquium on POCSO Act, juvenile justice, and drug abuse among children for the southern states held earlier this year showcased the performance of the Committee on POCSO Victims of the High Court of Kerala. Retirements are bittersweet occasions, as one marks the end of an eventful innings and is wished a new innings of life. It is probably the only occasion for a judge when his divine duty of dispensation of justice is analyzed threadbare on the touchstone of humanism, referring to both past and future. The corridors of this court, both ahead and behind these court halls, will best remember Justice Shaji P. Chali for his dependability. Strong, silent, and self-contained. His quintessential composer has very often calmed many a stormy weather. From the bar and the bench, he endeavored to bridge them both with committed cooperation. He is a man of all seasons, reliable on every pitch. Brother and sister judges shared with me the pleasant memories of Brother Shali's leadership skills as the President of Kerala High Court Advocates Bar Association. I am not surprised at all, since I have witnessed his astute, chiseled traits, which he carries in his role as a judge as well. With his friendly attitude and pleasing manners, he has been a true brother to us on the bench. His role as a judge will be remembered for the positive contributions he made to the institution. As Justice Shali retires, the bench loses a dependable batsman who can bat in any position, and the bar regains what was once theirs in a more useful form. On a personal note, it can be said that the accomplishments of Brother Shali are due to the strength and support he has from his wife and daughters. On behalf of my sisters and brothers on the bench and on my own behalf, I extend our sincere thanks for your service as a judge and convey our best wishes for your continued good health and peaceful long life. On behalf of the High Court of Kerala, I take this opportunity to extend our best wishes to Srimati Minnie, Anna, Shali, and all other members of his family. May they enjoy continued good health, peace, and happiness in the years to come. Thank you, one and all.
The Acting Chief Justice Sri S.V. Bhatti, my esteemed brother and sister judges, Learned Advocate General Sri Gopalakrishnan Kurup, Learned Vice President of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association Sri S. Biju, former Chief Justice of this court Justice S. Manikumar, Learned former judges Justice M. Ramchandran, Justice A.K. Bashir, Justice S. Siri Jagan, Justice P.N. Ravindran, Justice V.K. Mohan, and Justice P.S. Gopinath, Learned Deputy Solicitor General Sri S. Manu, Learned law officers of the central and state government, office bearers of various organizations of Advocates Association, Chairman of the Bar Council of Kerala, registrars and other officers of this court, advocates, advocate clerks, my beloved family members, ladies and gentlemen. I thank Honourable the Acting Chief Justice, Learned Advocate General and the Vice President of the Association for those benevolent words about me, and I accept those with utmost humility, profound gratitude, and extreme happiness. At this momentous occasion of stepping down from my office, I cherish my late parents Paul and Shoshama, elders, teachers, my seniors, late M.V. Joseph and late K.L. Narasimhan. With gratitude, reverence, and memories galore, I bow before them. I am also greatly indebted to the former Chief Justice Sri Ashok Bhushan, who administered the oath of office to me on the 10th of April 2015, and the members of the then Collegium, late Justice Thottathil B. Radhakrishnan, Justice K.T. Shankaran. As a student of law and later as a lawyer, I never thought that I would be occupying this exalted position of a judge of this glorious institution. I believe I have adhered to the solemn oath and did my best to discharge my responsibilities and duties punctually, dutifully, and to the best of my ability with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Since I was an active member and a former president of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, it was easy for me to interact with the members of the bar, which gave me immense pleasure and satisfaction while discharging my duties as a judge. I must say, the members of the bar cooperated very well to dispose of the cases. Even when I sat occasionally to hear very old cases, lawyers were present and extended their best cooperation. I reminisce about my tenure as the president of the Bar Association as one of the most fulfilling periods in my life. The members of the bar contributed and cooperated to their best to carry out various activities. The strength of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, now I understand, is nearly 7,000. With such a formidable number, the bar may be able to move mountains for the well-being and welfare of the members of the association and to alleviate the grievances of the common man. An unprecedented situation like the flood and pandemic stands testimony to this. I request the members of the bar to harness and utilize the technological advancement in our legal system, especially when the central and state governments are providing sufficient funds for the infrastructure and technological developments. I would also request the members of the bar to extend their fullest support for the disposal of old civil appeals, criminal appeals and revisions, which mounts the total pendency of cases before this court. This is an essential prerequisite to uphold the faith of the public in the legal system, which is playing a vital role to maintain peace, harmony, and equilibrium in the society. My association with my brother and sister judges was very cordial, warm, and memorable. I had the privilege to be a member of the Computerization Committee headed by Justice A. Mohammed Mushtaq from the year 2019 by the blessings of the then Honourable Chief Justice Suresh Roy. In the committee, I enjoyed the company of Justice A.K. Jayashankar Nambia, Justice P.B. Suresh Kumar, Justice Anil K. Narendran, and Justice Raja Vijayaraghavan. I was nominated as the chairperson of the Juvenile Justice Committee in the year 2017 by the then acting Justice Sri Anthony Dominic, which bestowed the opportunity to serve the underprivileged children with the guidance, support, and assistance of Sister Justice Anu Shivaraman and Brother Justice V.G. Erut. I also had the privilege of being a member of the POXO Committee, headed by Brother Justice Alexander Thomas, where I enjoyed the company of Justice Anu Shivaraman and Justice K. Babu. The former Chief Justice Sri S. Manikumar nominated me as the chairperson of the special committee to deal with service matters relating to disciplinary action against gazetted officers in the Kerala Judicial Ministerial Service. Brother Justice Sadish Nainan, Sister Justice M.R. Anita, and Brother Justice C. Jayendran were pillars of support to resolve the issues in question swiftly. Myself, Sister Justice Anu Shivaraman, and Brother Justice Raja Vijayaraghavan could carry out the functions of the committee to attend to the grievances and welfare measures of former judges diligently. I sincerely thank the staff members of the committees for their efficient and dedicated support and the timely action. I'm grateful to the officials of the state government for extending the maximum support for discharging the functions of some of the committees. I could discharge my functions as the portfolio judge of Kasaragod, Thodupuzha, Pathanamthitta, Malappuram, Kannur, and finally Palakkad with the maximum cooperation from the judicial officers of the district judiciary, the matter of administration of the judicial districts and disposal of cases. I thank each and every one of them profusely. Now it is time for me to extend my sincere thanks to my personal staff. Initially, Sri C.B. Thomas was my private secretary, who was very dedicated and punctual in discharging his duties. My incumbent private secretary, Srimati Rebi Verghese, is meticulous in her work and accountable to her duties, which helped me in the speedy pronouncement of judgments. My personal assistant Srimati Smita V.D. was adept and reliable. My court officer, Sri P. Sunil, was very sincere, loyal, and efficient. My research assistant, Ms. Jane Maria Tommy's hard work, punctuality, and efficiency was conducive to locate the apt judgments and propositions of law. My escort, Sri S. Anil Kumar's unfettered dedication, consistency, and hard work in taking my personal needs and requirements helped me to concentrate more on judicial and administrative works. My pilot, Srimati Nishida KM, also discharged her duties with utmost sincerity. My chauffeur, Sri Nasser KM, was always punctual and made my travel safe and comfortable. I also thank the drivers from the pool for their services. My personal security officers, Sri Muthiraj P. and Sri Jayesh PS, have discharged their duties efficiently and prudently. My staff at home, Srimati Bindu KK and Srimati Manju MP, were very helpful to my wife and family. My sevak, Srimati Smita S. Kaimal, rendered sufficient support to the family. My additional personal assistants, Srimati Darshana CS, Srimati Urmila Unikrishnan, Srimati Anju Paul, Srimati Anu Krishnan, Srimati Hasina MH, Srimati Jumailat VA, and Srimati Dhanlakshmi CN rendered their valuable support. I also thank Sri Krishnaraj, Srimati Jiji, Srimati Vimla, Srimati Saumi, and Sri Emil Babu for the help and assistance to carry out my work in the division bench with former Chief Justice Sri S. Manikumar. My residential guards, Sri Subhish NR, Sri Sharath Kumar S., Sri Sabish S., and Sri Radish NR, were all very alert and dutiful. I also thank my former residential guards, Sri Sebastian Vijay and Sri Vinod PP, for their dedicated service. I sincerely thank all my staff for the able and effective assistance rendered by them. I place on record and the excellent and efficient support rendered by the Public Relations Officer, Sri T.S. Arun, and Protocol Officer, Sri R. Ashok, and the team whenever their assistance was required. I am grateful to our librarian, Srimati Deepa V, for her timely and punctual assistance. The former medical officer, Dr. K.S. Kishore, and the present medical officer, Srimati C.G. Diana, and her team have always provided the opposite medical advice. I take this opportunity to say with immense pleasure and pride that this eminent institution has an excellent ensemble of judges devoted and sincere to discharge the work entrusted, even if it meant foregoing their personal pleasures and needs. And I'm sure this institution will scale greater heights and dimensions and achieve more glory in the days to come. With the able leadership of the present Acting Chief Justice, Justice S.V. Bhatti, I wish them all the best. As a judge, in order to discharge my duties earnestly and sincerely, I had to take an unequivocal stand in each case, which might have irked one side of the litigation. But I feel when it comes to adjudication of a dispute, this is an inevitable part. There might have been occasions where there were scrimmages during the course of arguments, but I believe those are all a part and parcel of our court proceedings, which end when the case is over, and therefore neither the judge nor the advocates have to be apologetic. This I say because I believed in opening up a conversation in each case of my curiosity in eliciting the truth and to contain the arguments to the facts and law involved in the case. I thank each and every lawyer and the team of state and central government leaders under the able leadership of the Learned Advocate General and the Deputy Solicitor General of India for extending their best cooperation. I take this occasion to remember with gratitude and reverence the opportunity given to me to author judgments by the former Chief Justice Sri Ashok Bhushan, Justice Anthony Dominic, Justice K. Surendra Mohan, and Justice C.K. Abdul Rahim. My long association with the former Chief Justice Sri S. Manikumar in the division bench gave me a comprehensive and in-depth understanding of constitutional law. The confidence reposed in me by the former Chief Justice Sri S. Manikumar was very encouraging and memorable, and I cherish the time with him with utmost respect. I will also remember the time I shared with my brother Justice Jayashankaran Nambia in the online sessions during the pandemic COVID-19, which helped me to learn about the technology-based justice delivery system. I perceive this as a revolution that changed the conservative courtroom-dependent judicial work to a platform of technology-based judicial activation, enabling the common man to participate in the proceeding, irrespective of the location and transcending boundaries. I express my deep gratitude to the Acting Chief Justice S.V. Bhatti for giving me an opportunity to head a division bench during the last week of my career, and also thank Sister Justice Shobha for rendering excellent assistance to me. My wife, Minnie, and children, Namita and Nia, were pillars of strength and support to me during my career as an advocate for 29 years and as a judge of this court for more than 8 years. My wife, Minnie, took care of my family and was largely instrumental in my children achieving accolades. I sincerely thank my other family members for their earnest support. Also present at this auspicious and memorable occasion are my brothers, sister, and brother-in-law. They stood by me through thick and thin. I thank each one of them profusely. I also place on record the sincere and dedicated efforts made by the registrars and other officers and staff of this court. My dear brothers and sisters at the bench and the bar, I wish each and every one of you the best in your life. I bid adieu to you by reminding myself that tomorrow is just another hectic day for you, but it would herald the beginning of a new chapter in my life after having completed about 37 years of active life as an advocate and a judge. Hope God will give me sufficient strength and guidance to cope with it. Once again, I sincerely wish everyone all success. Thank you. Jai Hind.